So think of your body like a car, like a vehicle. In that car, the fuel, the gas you put in it really matters, right? But so do the oil, the engine oil, so do the coolant, and so do the battery charge, right? And if you ignore the battery, the coolant, the oil, and all the other things that a car needs, and all you're worried about is putting in gas, the engine is still going to struggle. Hello. Welcome to Healthy Systems Podcast. I'm your host, Coach Mo. And today the topic is near and dear to my heart. And it took me many, many years to realize it. So today I'm going to give you the best quality podcast I have ever recorded on nutrition, macronutrients, electrolytes, protein, carbs, all of it. We're going to put it all together so it makes sense for you as the listener. So the reason I'm recording this podcast is because I had a client and we were talking about this, because if you find that your workouts are not working, this could be the mistake you're making. So the title of today's podcast is Why Your Workouts Aren't Working and the Electrolyte and the Protein Mistake Most Women Make. Okay. So I know you're working hard, because if you're listening to Healthy Systems, you are an action taker. So you're working hard. You're trying to eat better. You're squeezing in the workouts. You're drinking your coffee to survive the day, but you still feel tired, bloated, sore, not recovering, and stuck with the same weight. So you wonder, why is my body not responding, right? Here's a possibility that I see a lot where, and most people don't even consider this, because you might not be overeating. You might not be lazy, right? You might just be under-fueled and under-mineralized, okay? Micronutrients. That's the part I want to really dive into today, because today we're talking about electrolytes. We're going to talk about micronutrients, how timing protein, carbs, and fats around exercise can completely change how your body performs and burns fat. Okay. So there's a few different segments to this episode. So first segment is your body is chemistry. It's not just calories, right? I'm tired of all these bro coaches that always talk about calories in, calories out. Yes, that is the biggest thermodynamic difference that we see. But at the same time, you can have your calories pretty dialed in, and you're not seeing results, right? So your body is chemistry, not just calories. So here's the thing. Fat loss conversations are often obsessed with calories, right? Like people always talk about calories and calories and calories, but calories are only the surface, right? Underneath that, and a lot of us that started off our careers with, tracking our calories. I still track my calories, so I'm a fan. But at the same time, there's more to this than just calories, right? Underneath that layer of calories and macros is hydration, it's minerals, it's nervous system stress, it's recovery capacity. So if those things are off, progress will slow down despite calories being dialed in, right? You can eat healthy and still feel terrible if the internal chemistry isn't supported. So I'm trying to make this podcast not too Andrew Huberman or too chemistry, but at the same time, I want to highlight some things that will give you some new perspectives. Okay. So think of your body like a car, like a vehicle. In that car, the fuel, the gas you put in it really matters, right? But so do the oil, the engine oil, so do the coolant, and so do the battery charge, right? And if you ignore the battery, the coolant, the oil, and all the other things that a car needs, and all you're worried about is putting in gas, the engine is still going to struggle, and it won't be as optimized as you need it to be. So number one, your body is chemistry, not just calories, right? Now, number two, I want to talk about electrolytes. So why electrolytes change everything. So electrolytes, what are they? Well, they're minerals, right? They are minerals that allow your body to contract muscles, to send nerve signals, to regulate hydration, to maintain energy, right? That's why one of the things I recommend to all my clients before they have their morning coffee is have an electrolyte drink. Because nerve signals, if your brain feels sluggish and slow in the morning, it's because you might be missing some electrolytes. So every time I drink an electrolyte drink, you can get these from Costco or Amazon, put some in your water. If you have nothing else, just add some pink Himalayan salt or Celtic salt, and then drink that in the morning with your glass of water. But overall, all those things, they help with nervous system, sending nerve signals, contracting your muscles. So that's why a lot of people that go to the gym, they have some kind of electrolyte drink, right? They would have a date with some honey, with some salt, right? Those have been remedies we've been taught for years, right? Because when you go to the gym, you have a better pump when you have more electrolytes beforehand. So the big electrolytes are sodium, potassium, magnesium, and calcium, right? And when these are low, what you experience is fatigue. What you experience is headaches. What you experience is dizziness, cravings, poor workouts, bad sleep. Mind you, this has nothing to do with the calories you're eating. Okay. So I'm just wanting, this is what you would call nutrition 202. Calories is very much like nutrition 101, right? So now that you're getting more advanced, I just want you to pay attention to the electrolytes, sodium, potassium, magnesium, calcium. And I'm telling you, when they are low, you will experience fatigue. Coffee won't hit as hard. You will have headaches, dizziness, cravings, poor workouts, bad sleep, and even cramps, right? And crazy thing is, many women still think all they need is more motivation. Even guys, I just need more motivation. I just need to be more disciplined. It's like, nah, your own chemistry, your own biochemistry is working against you right now, right? Because you haven't gotten the electrolytes down. So the thing is, you might just need more minerals, might just need more electrolytes. So especially if you, another thing to remember, especially if you're somebody that drinks coffee, right? If you drink coffee, you sweat during your workouts, you live in a warmer state where you're sweating a lot, you have a busy schedule, you don't eat enough whole foods, right? This stuff starts to really affect you. So now I'm going to go into step 3, which is coffee and magnesium. So one of the electrolytes being magnesium, and how coffee, if you drink coffee, you need to pay close attention to this, right? My favorite topic to talk about is coffee. I love coffee. But caffeine is amazing for focus, performance, and productivity. It's great for that. But coffee also has a mild diuretic effect. All my medical people know what that means. What that means is you can lose more fluids and minerals, especially magnesium. So the more coffee you drink, the more you pee out your, fluids and minerals, which is especially magnesium. So in magnesium, the thing with magnesium is it's essential for recovery, muscle relaxation, deep sleep, stress management, even blood sugar control. So when levels drop, life actually feels harder. You feel wired from coffee, but you feel tired in your body. You crave sugar. You don't sleep as deeply, right? Your body holds on to stress. And the thing is, nothing is wrong with you. You're just magnesium depleted, right? So you see how all of this starts to really affect you, right? So at the end of the day, the line I want you to remember is caffeine helps you perform, but minerals help you recover. Okay, so caffeine will spike up your heart rate. It will give you a, because coffee does have that mild diuretic effect. Now you're actually worse off than when you started. So that's why if you drink coffee, make sure to hydrate and make sure to add plenty of electrolytes to your life, right? Now, part 4. This is a sign you might be low in magnesium. So common clues, and I looked this up because this is real. Common clues that you'll see is muscle twitches or your eyelids are twitching, right? That's due to a magnesium deficiency. Tight calves. If your calves are tightening up at night, you're getting muscle cramps every day, you're having trouble sleeping, or you're having anxiety or a racing mind. Constipation also. Electrolyte deficiencies can cause constipation. And then another thing, low energy. Even if you're drinking coffee, you're still having low energy. It is due to electrolyte deficiency. So I know this stuff is not glamorous to talk about, but it's very fixable. Okay. So now I'm going to wrap it all up right towards the end of this episode, which is how to refill these things and how to actually get it all locked in. So with magnesium, for example, and with a lot of these electrolytes, you can get these from whole foods too. So if you have a diet from your food, you can have spinach, pumpkin seeds, almond, beans, dark chocolate. Even from supplements, many people use magnesium glycinate or citrate. Simple, effective, huge return. So you can get your supplements in every morning, right? And now you are good. And then you can have some coffee. Make sure to hydrate properly. But just remember, life isn't just calories in, calories out. There's a whole lot of internal biochemistry that's going on in your body that you might not be aware of. And that's where these electrolytes really come in, right? So that's what I wanted to talk majority of this episode about. Now, I just want to spend the next 2 minutes or so talking about nutrient timing, right? And how to time your food around your workouts. So in terms of strategy, what you eat matters, right? But when you eat it, can make it work even better, right? So like the food you're going to eat, yes, very important. And it doesn't matter when you eat it. But when you eat it, actually improves it by at least 5 to 10%. It makes it better. So before training, what you want is you want available energy. So that's where before a workout, we always recommend, and even for myself, I do a mix of protein and carbs. they work beautifully because protein satiates me a little bit so I can like feel satiated during my 1 to 2 hour workout. But the carbs give me the energy to have like insane focus and workout. So a mix of protein. So I'll give you an example. Some yogurt and fruit. So Greek yogurt with some fruits. Brilliant, right? A protein shake and a banana. Also really good, right? So those are all examples of mixing proteins and carbs. Before your workout, just have that and you'll be good. Now, after your workout, now your body's primed for recovery at this point because you just had a tough workout. So at this point, what you want is protein because it'll help you repair the muscle, and then carbs will replenish the fuel. So if you skip this, what happens is your recovery slows down slightly and your cravings do go up. This is why you see people like they're working out and then they go eat donuts because their body wants nutrients and doesn't know any better. And it's like, yeah, they don't know nutrition very well. So they just go feed it junk sugar, right? But the best way to do it is to actually have it all planned out. So one thing we teach our clients is plan it out, right? Before you work out, have a fruit with some protein. And I think the Greek yogurt hack is great. Greek yogurt with some fruit is great. After the workout, you can have a small meal with some chicken or rice. That works too. Something as simple as that, right? But then when it comes to fats are actually very important for hormones and fullness, but they do digest slower. So the digestion for fats is slower as compared to carbs and protein. So a lot of the time we place them around the workout window. So it's like after the workout, or you can have some later at night. But overall, fats, when it comes to workouts, not the most needed thing. You still need fats for your hormones, but you don't need to time them around your workouts as much. So why this all matters for workouts, right? Just to like tie the bow. Better recovery equals better workouts. So the more electrolytes you have, the better you're doing with all aspects of that. The more fill your electrolyte tanks in your body are with magnesium, potassium, sodium, calcium, the better workouts you'll have, the more muscle you'll be able to build. And then the more muscle you have, the higher your metabolism will be. And the higher your metabolism, the easier it will be for you to lose fat. And that's how professionals think. Professionals think in all aspects. They think in terms of workouts to increase muscle mass and to make their body healthier. Then they think in terms of nutrition and how to fuel their body, right? Then they think in terms of electrolytes and micronutrients and how we need those things to cement the wall, to actually like fill in the holes in the process, right? And that's how I want you to think. So if you constantly feel tired, inflamed, hungry, moody, anxious, it might not be willpower. It might not be your mental health. It might be just pure nutrition and poor recovery. So your body responds beautifully actually when you actually give it what it needs. So if you start giving some electrolytes, add some magnesium glycinate before your bedtime, add some electrolytes into your water in the morning, you'll notice these small things will start make a big difference. So at the end of the day, this was a podcast I really wanted to get across because some of you are feeling guilty that your workouts aren't working and your meal plan isn't working and my body feels tired all the time. It might not be because of the calories and the willpower and the gym workouts you're doing. It could be due to the internal biochemistry that's undernourished right now. Okay. So if you want somebody to structure your nutrition, help you time your meals, optimize your hydration, and actually build a plan around you and your needs and your goals, just DM me the word nutrition for more info. We have a full-on coaching program where we coach thousands of clients with all of this stuff and we break it down according to each client's needs. So DM me the word nutrition and we'll love to help you. You can reach out to me on Instagram. On Facebook, it's just Mo Gaius, MOEGHIAS, or you can just directly go to our website at twtt.us/client. twtt.us/client is just short for Training with the Titans. And I hope to see you on the other side. But either way, I hope this podcast helped you. Let me know how you liked it and what more content you want to see, and I would love to record it for you. Until next time, take care. Thank you for listening to the Healthy Systems podcast. I really appreciate you for tuning in today. Now, here are 2 ways I can help you for free. One, you can join our free Facebook community by just going to this link, bit.ly/Titan Facebook group. Just type that into your browser and then answer 2 questions, and then we'll let you into our Facebook community where you'll meet other people, as well as we have a lot of free resources in terms of meal plans, workouts, all kinds of stuff in there. Second way I can help you for free is if you follow me on Instagram at Mo Gaius, M-O-E, G as in George, H as in horse, I as in India, A as in Apple, S as in Sam. Follow me there and then shoot me a message with the word healthy systems, and then I'll be sure to send you a free gift. Other than that, keep listening in, and I really appreciate you.